Hello. So we want to look at Escape from Boston, landscape, and interiors. Now this is pretty big, about 311 megabytes. This is from the Escape from Boston dev team, okay? Now they say they recommend this for Xbox One, X, like X, or the Xbox Series X. I think that's what that said at the top, and we'll go back up. Remember, this covers water, trees, foliage, roads, ground textures, buildings, night sky, road signs, first aid kits. I think that's everything, okay? So it's a lot of landscape, and it does have interiors. So I'm going to mainly focus on the landscapes. I am using this in some playthrough, though, so hopefully you'll see more of this. But, I can't necessarily go in and show you every interior. Notice it does say the LOD isn't the best, but it's the best they could achieve with a reasonable amount of space, right? Now here they list some different things that they used. I find most of this mod to be pretty good. Now, some places may be a little overboard with the greenery. We'll see what you think about that. But overall, I would have to say I liked it. So, and mind you, now I've only played it so much. You do need Far Harbor and Nuka World. And while I'm not going to take us to Nuka World, which I probably should have, but I didn't think about that when I was doing this, but I will take us to Far Harbor. So let's hop into the game and see what we think of this. All right, so here we are in Sanctuary on Jenny. And now this is where I say sometimes I think the greenery is a little overdone. But I guess if you think about it, Sanctuary has been abandoned for some time. And if it was going to grow back, it would have some growth, right? So it depends on how you think of it. Overall, still, I like it. And of course, you can clean up a lot of this mess. But some of it is part of the landscape and you won't necessarily be able to get rid of it. But I just want you to see what we're in for with this mod. Overall, I would have to say I like the mod. I don't know. I just do. I like the mod overall. Now, as we go through here, and we'll try to take us to some different places, see some different things. Just give you a general feel for what it looks like. We are going to go downtown and wander around some downtown. So, hopefully show you that and go to Far Harbor and different things of that nature, okay? Out here at the Red Rocket, you can see some of this. Now, you'll notice some of the greenery is flat and weird looking, okay? I'm not saying it's perfect, but, it's still pretty good, within what they can do within this game. Again, this game is old. It has an old engine. The graphics only so much can be done with it. It's not got 16 times the detail, So I just want you to be aware of that. Anyway, so here we're going to kill some bugs, I'm sure. Jenny's ready. But overall, though, I still like the way it looks. Are those bugs not here? Oh, okay. Maybe we killed them previously. So, but I still think it looks good. It's nice to have the greenery. There's some other mods you can get that do this, but a lot of the ones I've tried out, and I think I've shown you this before, I found certain issues with. This one, so far, no real issues. Oh, die. If I don't kill it, it will attack Jenny. So it must die. But, Just want to give you a chance to look around and see what's here and see how it looks. I think it looks good. It's a little later in the day here, so you're getting some shadow, but this gives you a good idea of what you're going to be seeing. I don't see any problem with that. Now, let's see where else we can go. All right, so we're up here at the vault, just to give you an idea of what this looks like. Again, a lot of nice greenery, within the limits of the game, but it looks good. You notice the mountains far off are green. Now we're going first person for a minute to show you this hopefully a little better. But overall, pretty good. Not too bad. I think this looks pretty good. You can look off down at Sanctuary from up here and get a feel for what that's going to look like, you know, and then you can see a little bit of that LOD and stuff. Now we moved on. We've decided to go more downtown. We're closer to Diamond City, okay? Now it's the weather, you know, it's raining. It's a little hazy right now. We'll clear that up in a few minutes. But I just want you to see that you can get around in the downtown area. They didn't add too much to the downtown area, though in some places you will see some greenery added, but not a lot. Not a lot. Now this is, oh, we got some, yep. Go ahead and take them out, Jenny. I just shoot wildly until they die. Oh no, don't let him blow up. That would be funny. So we're going to have a little action here and there because we're wandering around, so it figures we're going to have some. Oh, he's a super mutant butcher. The butcher, he should have his little meat chopper out so he can be whacking at meat, right? Ha, 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 ha. Anyway, this is the way to Diamond City. That guy just sat there and was of no use to us, right? But here we go. We're going to head over towards Diamond City. You can see some greenery here. Not too much. They didn't, in my opinion, they didn't overdo it because, you know, if you overdo it, you know, the downtown is sensitive. And now I am on a Series X, though. I'm on an Xbox Series X. I want you to be aware of that. But see that we're outside here. You can see the wind is blowing the green stuff around a little bit. It's blowing everything around a little bit. So we got a little wind. And, yeah, just want you to see this and kind of see how that wind is blowing that. I think that's, the wind blowing it is, you know, not such a big deal in this game. The game, not to be mean, but the old engine that Skyrim and Fallout 4 are built on, not quite up to par with current day standards, right? So, okay, so I got interrupted. Sorry about that. But we're going to move on and do some looking around. I want you to be able to see some more of the downtown rather than just around Diamond City, because that's not enough. You need to see more than that, right? Protected by the wall. I like that sign. Anyway, you can see all the oh, okay. He startled me for a minute. We're going to move on. So if we head out this way, looking for Diamond City? No, man, I just left Diamond City. What are you talking about? Anyway, so we're going to walk out this way. I probably should take a minute and clear up this haze and all, so I think I'll do that here in just a minute. And we'll give us some clearer weather to look through, and I think that'll make some of this look nicer. Because, see, there is some greenery down here. There is some greenery downtown. And it's hard for you to appreciate it as much when it's rainy and hazy. So, you know, just want you to be aware of that, though, that they do add some. And there are, you know, like there's some, you know, there's bandits all back over there or whatever they are. Maybe they're gunners, but I think they're bandits. But we're going to take a minute and just try to clear this up. But so give me a moment. There we go. That's nicer. So now you can see a little better. Again, it's a little later in the day. We're getting the shadows, but you can see the greenery here that's been added, and you can see it better now. And there's not too much. They added a little bit. I think that has a good effect. I think when you add too much, it creates, you know, that problem where your game crashes. And I am on an Xbox Series X. I don't remember. I'll have to check. I don't think I'm using this on my One X, but I will check and see. I tend to keep a lot smaller, lighter mods on my Xbox One X, and I find I have far less trouble doing that. But the Series X, I do like to push it a little bit. I wasn't very trusting. I thought there were going to be roaches back there, you know. So let's keep looking around. Now, trying to find more greenery for you, though. Aren't there some raiders and stuff that we can run into and find some more greenery And it's a known trouble spot. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, well, this is not what I was looking for, but it is a trouble spot, kind of. Oh, there's another. Oh, my aim is horrible. And it's not getting any better, is it? Practice makes perfect, my butt. It doesn't seem to make it very perfect. Anyway, you get the idea. So let's keep looking around. There's a place down here, if I can find it, there was a street or two, a block or two, where if I was going to have trouble, if a mod was going to give me trouble and my game was going to crash, that's where it would happen. I would go down here, and maybe I would be fighting some bandits or some dogs or some... Oh, this looks like the right place. Yeah. So normally, this is in the old days. Back, well, not just in the old days, but on my older machine, if I was going to have trouble with a mod, I would be coming down through here, and I would be like shooting those dogs and maybe just looking around. And I think there's some bandits we'll run into up here. And my game would crash. This was the worst section of town for me to be in. If my game was going to crash, it would be here. So far, so good. I would say this mod is not killing us. I think it's going pretty well. From what I remember when I was doing this is we do kill some, raiders, not bandits, raiders. We kill some raiders, but then we move on. I don't show you all the action, but I'll show you some of the action just to show you that it is, we are here. We're able to actually play the game a little bit. Yes, blow her head off. There we go. Oh, they mutated. Now, look at that. I can't hit them at all now. That's so dumb. Just open fire. Be crazy. Anyway, as I was saying... Well, wait, is somebody shooting? Somebody else is shooting me. I don't even think it's that person. Can we hit them? I don't even know if we can hit them. That's funny. Nope, we can't hit them. But they can hit us, which is rude. Just rude. But I did want to show you this, that you can actually come down here, you can play, you can kill some raiders. This goes on longer, but I'm going to cut it short here in a minute. I just want you to see that we are able to do this, and this greenery is not making the game crash. I'm serious when I say some of the mods I used to try to use and test out, if I was going to crash, it would be down here with these raiders in this area here. So, now, this is not the end of the show, but I want to show you the mod, because originally I thought this was the end of the show, and then I looked here at the things that are touched, and I said, oh, wait, I left some things out. I need to at least show you the night sky and the moon, and try to show you some things like go up to Far Harbor. Nonetheless, remember, this is the mod we're looking at, Escape from Boston. It's I think it's landscapes and interiors, and it's 311 megabytes. Now, because it changes the water, I did use the water LOD fix, which they recommended, okay? So I did use that, and I turned off my water mod, and we're going to scroll back up, and I'll try to show you that real quick, though I think you could tell that already. Yeah, if you look here, you can tell that I've already turned off my water mod, and that's so I wouldn't have any conflict. I wanted you to see what's coming from that mod. Now let's go take a look at the sky and the moon. I think the moon looks very cool. If I could get like this moon, and maybe the sky too, but especially this moon, if I could get that as a separate mod, I think that would be great. Oh, there's going to be somebody to kill here, no doubt. All right, so after that little bit of interruption, this is what it looks like. I think it looks very good. See, I even snapped a screenshot. You'll probably see that. Matter of fact, I should probably post that out on YouTube sometime. But I think it's cool. I think it looks good. You know me, I like moon mods. I like the moon. It's a little big. We know that Earth's moon doesn't really look that big, but I like for it to be bigger. It looks better. I can't change the real moon, but maybe we can change the moon in our game and have a little fun with that, right? All right, so we've got to go up to Far Harbor, but there's a test that we have to make here at the residence here. I forget the name of the residence. I know they just flashed it on the screen, but we have to do a test because if you remember some of the other landscape mods I had, when we would go out here to this edge out here, they would crash. And then some of them would pass this test, and then they would crash in Far Harbor. So what I'm doing is I'm coming out here. We're going to test this. Can we go to the edge of the map without crashing the game? That's the thing. Can we go out here? Can we run around on the edge and not crash the game? That's an important thing, because some of them, and I can't remember the name of the specific mods, but some of those mods, I think some were tree mods and stuff, they would crash the game if you came out here like this. And if you fooled around like that, the game would crash. This seems fine. This seems perfectly fine. That's good. This is just some testing I figured out that, or I found out that you really need to do to make sure your mod works. Because if you can't come out here, then you're going to have a hard time going back and forth to Far Harbor, and you're going to find other places where it crashes. I don't know where all those places are. Now we've gone to Far Harbor, okay? So here in Far Harbor, we're going to run around a little bit, and then we're going to go up to Acadia. We want to make sure that this works and everything looks good. So, and when I say it, make sure it looks as good as we can. You know, there's nothing I can do to change the way it looks. So we're just going to check it out. And you notice some of the scrub stuff looks kind of rough. So there's nothing we can do about that. It does move with the wind. Oh, we got to kill these dudes. Oh, my aim. It's a good thing that's fully automatic, because my aim, whoa, that really sucked. I was like all over the place. Just shooting. I should just stand still and shoot. Moving around does not help my aim. I don't know if you noticed that. I noticed that, though. Let's move on, though. This is just to show that we can get around. You can see some of the stuff here, but this is foggy. Now we're going up to Acadia here. You'll notice one of the things I noticed in the past was that bridge and stuff was broken. It's not broken. Everything here, from my memory, looks okay. Now, it's a little overgrown on the road. You see this? It's a little overgrown. All right. But again, if this has happened hundreds of years ago and it's had a chance to grow back, you know, assuming the radiation wouldn't prevent it from growing back, there you go. So, and this is how it looks. And you'll notice there's some white, is that white fluffy or reflective things? I'm not sure what that is supposed to be, so I can't say what that is. I thought maybe that's the light reflecting off of something, because we do see that from time to time. But it looks kind of strange the way they did it. It's not horrible, but I did find it surprising. So I will mention that as kind of a negative, you know, because that reflective glowy thing doesn't look quite realistic out here a lot of times. See, it seems like it's just too much. Now, if that was a little bit on the water, and I mean just a little bit, it would make more sense. But not really on the trees. It really doesn't make good sense, okay? So that's my critique, other than the fact that I can't walk. I can't get Jenny to go anywhere. Okay. So you can see the greenery. There's more than normal, definitely. Grass, everything here. A lot of stuff, right? So I think, are we about done here? You can look off this way, but I don't think there's much else to look at. So we're just going to stop here and let you, just make your own decision, decide if you want to use this or not. Seems like a pretty good mod, though. I'm not going to go back and look at the mod since we did that. Remember, it's pretty big, but if you like it, give it a whirl. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. So I want to acknowledge these people who directly support the channel. I really do appreciate that. And I really do appreciate everyone for watching the videos and interacting. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.
Game.